Minister, my question relates. I'm looking for an update on the very, very welcome long-term carers contribution scheme, or the pension for carers. I'm asking for all the details, the number of applications today, the number approved, how many have been rejected, and just what number do you anticipate applying for this scheme, this very welcome scheme, I must add?
Thank you, Catherine, and thank you, Deputy, for raising this issue. One of the key pension reform measures I introduced from January of this year is to enhance state pension provision for people who have been caring for incapacitated dependents for 20 years or more. To date, 2,746 applications have been received from people requesting that a caring period is included on their social insurance contribution record. These are in respect of 2,113 individuals, as some people register for more than one caring period. 2,275 of these applications for a caring period have been allowed. The remaining applications are pending further information. There have been no disallowances to date. All of the people who have caring periods allowed, 821, have over 20 years and will thus qualify for long-term caring contributions, which can be used for state pension contributory purposes. Of these, 402 are over 66. 113 carers who were 66 prior to 2024 have had their entitlement to state pension contribution examined or their rate reviewed following their award, following their award of 1,040 or more long-term caring contributions. 47 carers previously disallowed were awarded the state pension contributory from the 1st of January 2024. 48 carers were awarded an increased rate with the inclusion of their caring contributions. 8 carers were already in receipt of the maximum rate of state pension contributory, and 10 individuals are pending a decision. In addition, 4 carers who have turned 66 since the start of 2024 have been awarded 1,040 or more long-term caring contributions, and they have been awarded the state pension contributory. So I hope the Deputy agrees that this scheme is key to recognising the role that long-term carers provide in society. And I really just want to thank the Department staff and the supportive groups such as Family Carers Ireland in developing the scheme and making it happen.
Minister, and I started out by welcoming the scheme and said it's very positive. And it's interesting the figures you've given now, 2,746 applications so far. So you might come back to me and tell me how many do you anticipate, you know, in relation to this? What analysis has been done on that? And then of those 2,746, 2,113 were individuals. So that means that they register for more than a care period. Does that mean they've done 2 20-year periods? Have some of them done? I mean, the minimum is 20 years. So does that mean if they've done more that that's 40 years? And then is there an appeal? I know there's been no refusal so far, and I welcome that, no disallowances, but there are some still pending. How is there a review built in? Is there an appeal mechanism if there is a refusal? And what I mean, have you enough staff to capture what's happening here in terms of the amount of contributions, the amount of people, and an ongoing analysis of it?
Thank you, Deputy. Look, we have the applications that are in now. We opened it up for applications some time ago, so give people a chance. I can't say exactly how many are going to apply, but the good news is, as you said yourself, there's no disallowances to date. I don't have the specific details of the different carers that have put in their applications, but I can ask the officials if they can give me a further breakdown. I'm happy to supply that to you. But I think we all value the work of our carers, and my department will spend over 1.7 billion this year on our support payments to carers. And I suppose, in fairness, if you look at my record, improving support for our carers has been a key priority for me during my 3.5 years in the Department of Social Protection. In November, a €400 lump sum was paid to people receiving the Carers Support Grant. A Christmas double payment was paid to people in receipt of the Carers Allowance and the Carers Benefit. I've increased the domiciliary care allowance in successive budgets, and it's up to €340 a month. And it's important to say that the domiciliary care allowance is not means tested, and I've increased the weekly carers payment by €24 over the last 2 years. I just want to share that with you. Sorry, Kate.
You have another opportunity.
Minister, you know, more information would be very helpful because it is a very positive scheme. I've had a woman in my office who for the first time is applying for a payment in her own right, having minded somebody for over 20 years. She didn't get any payment. But the breakdown would be very important because there are criteria, and if you've worked more than, I said, 16 or 18 hours a week, you're not entitled to it. Is there any flexibility around that? If you had a separate job for a number of hours, say a community employment scheme, there's a little bit more. I asked you, was there a review or an appeal mechanism in place? One of the recommendations of the Pension Commission was the establishment of a family carers register as well. Has progress been made in relation to that? So I can't praise this scheme enough, but I need more details to be able to explain it to the constituents that come in. What period of time is envisaged? You know, how many people are going to come forward? There must be some analysis undertaken by your department in relation to this, but particularly a review, particularly an appeal, and particularly flexibility. Finally, just the 20-year period. Why was that picked? Was there any flexibility around that? Is there a 15 years? Is there any flexibility at all or a review on that? Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, just to say, we have the home caring up to 20 years, and this is for over 20 years. The home caring payment or credits that's there at the minute. So we wanted to expand on that, and that's where we came up with for the longer term carers. As with all schemes in my department, there's always an appeals mechanism, and the Family Carers Register has been set up, and we've worked very, very closely with Family Carers Ireland. And in fairness to them, they've done a lot of work in creating an awareness around this, because I would hate to see or to think there would be a position where people are not aware of this. So we're doing everything we can to make people aware of it, and we want them to put in their application. So as I said, there's been no refusals to date, and we'll continue to look at how we can improve upon it. And I think, I want to see the referendum on care pass here on the 8th of March. Because a yes vote will certainly strengthen my hand and the hand of every future minister when it comes to enhancing and improving the supports for care in this country into the future. So what I would say is we have achieved a lot. There's a lot more to do, but I believe that a yes vote for care means we go forward, not back, because we have achieved a lot, but there's more to do.
Thank you, Minister.